Do you know how many people have called me a nonce? It's actually been unbelievable.
Hello everyone and welcome along to my latest video. Here's the highlight of my YouTube career so far. Now today we're discussing things that just definitely did not happen, like the moon landing. Things that were just lies for attention, sort of like the earth being round. So I've managed to find this Twitter account called Didn't Happen of the Year Awards, and it's probably one of my favourite accounts on that website right now. It's an account that goes in search of people that just tell straight up lies and then calls them out on it. I'm not even being funny, some of the stuff that people come up with is genuinely baffling. We'll start off with this. Joe here reckons his dad's mate overslept his alarm and had to get to his flight within 1 hour. So he shoved all of his clothes in the suitcase and rushed to the airport to only then find out he's gone and packed the cat. Just didn't happen, did it? How has this got so many likes? Now I've got a cat and he's a massive knobhead. If you try and stroke him, he will just attack you. I don't for 1 second believe that any human being could accidentally pack a cat into a suitcase. So to test this theory, I gave it a go. Now this next one comes from someone on Twitter with a blue tick. Ooh, fancy. Amelia Womack says, my 11-year-old nephew just said that he doesn't like James Bond because he saw a cover of a James Bond book with a naked woman on and he didn't think that women's bodies should be used to sell things. Hashtag proud auntie moment. Jesus Christ, give me a break, will you? What are you lying for? Amelia has quite clearly here tried to push her own agenda out into the Twitter world via her 11-year-old nephew. Well, Amelia, we see straight through it. That poor little lad is at an age where girls are still disgusting. Once when I was 13 years old, I hugged a girl for the first time and I actually shouted girl germs and then ran away. It's one of my finer romantic gestures. Amelia, it's just bollocks, you tree-hugging freak. Shite off. Went into my local supermarket. Right, hang on a minute. What the bloody hell is a supermarket? Right, I don't know. Google's gone all French on me. Went into my local supermarket and the asshole at the door said, good morning, ma'am. He did what? I turned and looked at him. Excuse me, I said, and he repeated himself. Who the fuck do you think you are to call me ma'am? I'll have you know you are pushing gender stereotypes and one of my best friends is struggling with their gender identity at the moment and people like you are the reason they feel persecuted. Right, well, we all know whoever wrote this classic fiction novel looks like this. Can I speak to the manager, please? He starts to say he didn't mean anything by it. This poor bloke is having to defend himself over something absolutely meaningless. Wrong answer, buddy! 20 minutes later and security end up getting called. As they're about to kick me out, another shopper stops them and explains how I'm in the right and a hero for standing up for people. The manager comes out midway through this and fires the employee on the spot. Turns out their child is also struggling with gender identity. Of course they are. The manager thanked me and said my next shopping trip there was free. Always stand up for what you think is right and karma will reward you. Just didn't happen, did it? There's so much going on in that one post. This lass here, she could get herself a scripting job at the WWE, not chatting waffle over Facebook. Next! Alright, this is also another blue tick fancy dick. My London taxi driver asked why I was in the UK. I told him about Tommy Robinson. He was very interested and had been following the case closely. When we finally got to my hotel, the driver refused payment even though I insisted. Tommy has huge popular support under the mainstream media radar. Right then, so we know this one's a lie straight away at the point there when he goes, the driver refused payment. No, he didn't. No, he didn't. No taxi driver in the history of taxi drivers has ever refused payment. They purposely go the wrong way or take you the long way just so they can have a little bit more money. Not even this fella refuses payment. He always knows how to make them spit it out in the end. So, Didn't Happen of the Year, or Dhotya for sure, is one of my favourite accounts on Twitter, and that got me thinking, could I get on there? All I'd have to do was make up a fake story and hope for the best. All it would take is a couple of retweets and then the ball would get rolling and hopefully I'd get noticed. So I decided to give it a go. I set out on my goal of chatting absolute waffle by thinking of things to say until I hit the gold mine of a broken down McFlurry machine. This seems to be a popular thing in the UK and it's definitely a way to get a story started. With this plot in mind, all I needed to do was add some drama and we would have ourselves a prime Didn't Happen of the Year tweet. You have to add an extra twist at the end just to make sure that this completely did not happen. Now my story is ready, I can tweet this out and hopefully Didn't Happen of the Year can pick it up. So not even 10 minutes went by until someone sent me this. At this point I thought I was onto something good so I waited a little longer, but as time went on it didn't really get any response. Has my tweet completely flopped? Was it not good enough for Didn't Happen of the Year? I started to doubt myself, but before going to bed decided to bring in some backup. I asked my friend Johnny to tweet at Didn't Happen of the Year, so at least they'd be able to see it. Could this be it? I decided to go to bed and hopefully wake up with my phone popping off. It wasn't to be. Maybe this tweet just wasn't good enough. But wait! I got another one. This time a blue tick. My mate Simon is a BBC politics reporter, so with his tick involved, it could potentially catch on and hopefully reach the heights of Didn't Happen of the Year. I was checking my phone anxiously before work, but it wasn't to be. They just hadn't picked up my tweet. I had to go to work disappointed that my fake story hadn't been found yet. At work, I was thinking of ways to get my tweet noticed, and that's when it happened. Didn't Happen of the Year picked it up. They'd seen it and quoted it. My phone started going mental, and replies were coming in quicker than a virgin in a brothel. This is it, boys. I've made it. The Didn't Happen of the Year account have hooked something here. They think they've got an absolute whopper. People were so quick to call me names and call my story fake, and they were right. I got them exactly where I want them, and do you know what the best thing is? The replies to it. They had me in bits. There were so many I couldn't keep up. I did have time to say no to an interview from The Sun though. Shit rag. Obviously I'm absolutely thrilled with this, so now we're going to take a look at the responses with a person who helped me achieve these great heights. My sister Rachel.
Did you expect it to go as far as it did?
No.
I didn't either. Like, I was expecting them to pick it up. That was my goal. But I didn't expect everything else that came with it.
I thought you would have got like 7 like, not over 1,000.
So obviously, because it's like gone a bit viral, it's even ended up on Reddit's front page. We're going to go over the responses that I got from Twitter. Alright, we'll start it off with one of my favourites from Chris Smith, who said, "Absolutely did not happen, you absolute parcel."
Yeah, I love that one too.
And then we had the absolute classic from Ryan Harrison, which was just muck nonce, and I honestly, that was hysterical.
So this one's from Jules Remay, and you McLying McBastard.
Apart from all the ones that are like strange light and didn't happen, the responses are absolutely amazing. Do you know how many people have called me a nonce? It's actually been unbelievable. I've even had people calling me a weapon, and do you know what I don't understand about that insult is, like, a weapon's useful. So you're basically calling me a useful person. Why don't you just call me a wasp? This one then is from Stuart Everts, and it says, "I was at the delivery suite in the maternity wing and they said the midwife had had a breakdown. I said she hadn't and grabbed some forceps and started delivering babies. Everyone was clapping and cheering as baby after baby popped out. I now have my own practice." Do you know what as well? Johnny Webb here said, "Get this a bypass to this year's final." What do you reckon to that?
I think there's potential.
I think I'm in there, you know. But I think there's one clear winner, and it's obviously that one we covered earlier.
Wrong answer, buddy!
So this one's an absolute classic as well. This is from Craig MUFC. "Hi James, I work for a small online news outlet in Thailand called Fuking Liar. Would it be possible to use your tweet? We will credit you, of course." I just fucking love it. It's so funny. It also seems like as well I've become a bit of a meme.
I saw that.
Have you... Alright, Rachel's got to go work now, so see you later.
Bit.
Have fun.
Honestly, there are so many replies to that one tweet. If you do want to go and have a laugh though, go over to my Twitter account at Cookie6994. It'll be the pinned tweet as this video comes out. Just go through those replies. Some of them are absolutely brilliant. The replies even made the day of Stinson Hunter, that fellow that catches nonces. More has probably happened since I've recorded this. Who knows? It's been mental. Anyway, my work here is done. Thank you to Did Not Happen of the Year for being such a great account. Go and follow those over at Twitter. And lads, you never know, I might be a winner this year. Anyway, I've been Cookie6. This is Didn't Happen of the Year. I'll see you next time.